April's Main Attraction Academy charged veterans on the GI Bill tuition of $22,000, while non-GI Bill students were only charged $2,400.
Wow.
Let's take a look at what bosses were up to in the southern United States and the American colonies last week. In Florida, this is crazy, for the third time in 5 years, a federal investigation has found that the operator of multiple psychiatric and rehabilitation facilities has had workers seriously injured or killed in violent patient attacks, including an employee who suffered serious injuries caused by a patient at a Melbourne location. The U.S. Department of Labor's Occupational Safety and Health Administration began an investigation into the November 7th, 2023 incident after Circles of Care Incorporated reported the worker's hospitalization 2 days after a patient used a metal hole punch to strike a mental health technician at a nurse's workstation in the head, face, hands, and arms. A second employee suffered a hand laceration as they assisted in restraining the patient. OSHA cited the company with a repeat violation for not providing a workplace free of recognized safety and health hazards, such as workplace violence. At its Sheridan West unit at 400 East Sheridan Road, the agency found Circles of Care failed to provide sufficient controls to prevent the escalation of acts of aggression toward professional staff. OSHA also issued a citation for an other than serious violation for the company's failure to report an employee's work-related hospitalization within 24 hours as required by law. Circles of Care faces over $100,000 in proposed OSHA penalties for these violations. The incident follows OSHA investigations into 2 other incidents in 2020 at the company's facility on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in Melbourne. The fatal shooting of a counselor by a former Circles of Care patient in December, and on another occasion, an alleged assault. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimate the rate of non-fatal assaults on hospital workers at 8.3 per 10,000 workers, significantly higher than the rate of 2 per 10,000 workers in all other private sector industries. Based in Melbourne, Circles of Care Incorporated operates 10 facilities, including 4 outpatient locations providing behavioral health, substance abuse disorder, and other healthcare services. The company has a workforce of about 480 employees statewide. In Mississippi, this coming from AL.com, another really wild case. The owner of a Mississippi Coast barber school and salon owes the federal government nearly $1 million after a judge found she knowingly defrauded the Department of Veterans Affairs by falsely claiming to teach classes to veterans and grossly inflating the cost for those who enrolled. The post-9/11 GI Bill provides educational assistance benefits for eligible veterans and members of the armed services who enroll in qualified education or training programs. The VA pays benefits for tuition and fees directly to qualifying schools and provides qualifying veteran students a monthly housing allowance and stipend for books and supplies. The U.S. Attorney's Office said Thursday that April Tucker Beard, owner of April's Main Attraction Salon and April's Main Attraction Academy, was found to have falsely claimed her academy provided 1,500 hours of class instruction to veterans and charged veterans on the GI Bill tuition of $22,000, while non-GI Bill students were only charged $2,400.
Wow.
Wow. Evidence showed Beard did not regularly teach classes. Most of the veterans on the GI Bill never received certifications of completion, and they did not take the state tests required to be a licensed barber in Mississippi. As a result of the fraudulent claims, Beard received $235,000 in payments for classes and training for veterans, which she never provided. Under the Federal False Claims Act, the U.S. government is entitled to 3 times the amount lost as a result of the fraud. A federal court judge in April ordered Beard and her associate businesses to pay the government $916,392. The post 9/11 GI Bill is an important part of our promise to aid our military veterans and their families for honorably serving our country, said Todd Gee, United States Attorney for the Southern District of Mississippi. This type of fraud drains funds from vital veterans programs, and this office remains committed to holding offenders who abuse and exploit these programs accountable.
Hey, 5 seconds. Just wanted to say that this is only possible because of our donors. If you want to see more of this, then consider donating yourself at tvlr.fm/donate.
In Missouri, federal workplace safety investigators cited a Missouri roofing contractor for 21 violations for illegally exposing roof workers 5 times in 7 weeks at 6 Wentzville residential work sites to the dangers of fall hazards, the construction industry's leading cause of serious injuries and death. The Department of Labor's Occupational Safety and Health Administration opened its investigations after observing 13 Construction and Pro Services LLC employees to work on roofs without allowing its employees to work on roofs without required protection equipment at separate sites on October 31st, November 2nd, and December 14th, 2023. Specifically, OSHA alleges the company allowed employees to work without protections at heights greater than 6 feet, did not have a competent person inspect and evaluate job site hazards daily, and failed to train workers to recognize hazards or prevent falls. Inspectors also found 13 Construction and Pro Services permitted the unsafe use of ladders, did not ensure workers wore head protection, and did not require the use of eye and face protective equipment when using pneumatic nail guns. In all, OSHA cited the company for 26 violations, 6 willful and 20 serious, and assessed $258,000 in proposed penalties, continuing a history of similar workplace infractions that includes citations for 11 serious and 2 repeat violations since the company's 2021 incorporation. The company has contested the current citations issued. In 2022, the Bureau of Labor Statistics reported over 1,000 construction workers died on the job. Of those deaths, 395 were related to falls from elevation. As part of the continuing effort to prevent fall-related fatalities in construction, the agency, industry and safety groups, and other worker advocates are encouraging construction employers and workers to join the 11th Annual National Safety Stand-Down to prevent falls in construction, May 6th to 10th. And finally, you're going to wrap up in Kansas, where on April 15th and 16th, 2024, the Kansas and Missouri Departments of Agriculture, in partnership with the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, ordered 17 grocery stores in the Kansas City area to stop the sale and distribution of certain Fabuloso household disinfectants, as well as other disinfection products. The EPA says that the products were illegally imported into the U.S. and are non-compliant with federal law and may represent a danger to consumers. EPA and our state partners are committed to protecting customers from potentially dangerous pesticide products, especially in areas overburdened by pollution, said EPA Region 7 Administrator Meg McAllister. This includes taking swift action to prevent ongoing sales of illegal disinfectant products. According to the EPA, the illegal Fabuloso products contain an active ingredient that is not authorized in the United States as a household disinfectant because of the potential health risks, including throat and lung irritation, asthma and difficulty breathing, dermatitis, nasal irritation, sneezing, wheezing, burning eyes, and conjunctivitis. Joint state and EPA inspections that resulted in the stop sale orders revealed illegal Fabuloso products being offered for sale at multiple grocers in the Kansas City area that serve Hispanic communities. The unauthorized Fabuloso products had labels primarily written in Spanish. A U.S. version of Fabuloso with labels in English contained an approved active ingredient that is authorized for sale in the U.S. Some of the stores that were inspected were selling both the authorized and unauthorized products. Other violative products identified during the inspections and placed under a stop sale order include 48 Horas Prevention antibacterial Clorox, Clorox Ropa, Royal Pine, Pinal El Original, Cloralex El Rendidor, Axiom Complete, and Golden Essence Multi-Purpose Antibacterial Wipes. The stop sale orders issued to the grocery stores require them to remove the illegal products from store shelves and to cease all further sales and or distribution.
You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project, and you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.